When we went through our first incident with Kyle, which was his stroke and his 2-week hospitalization where his heart disease was diagnosed, we had some immediate friends just come to our help right away. One of my very close friends set up a Caring Bridge site for Kyle. All of our family lives in the Midwest. We did have my mother and my sister and my father flew out, and they ran the show here at home with the other children, which allowed my husband and I to focus on Kyle. And they were kind of our emotional support. They were also very key in spending time with Kyle. I think that's something that is so important for a family to have, especially during the initial days of your child's hospitalization, is to have a good friend or a close family member who can be there to just be the parent for your child when you are unable emotionally to be the parent.
I ask support from my family by being direct with them, by communicating my needs. The feedback that I receive from the families that has helped them understand what we're going through.
Even though we were close, as a lot of families are, and got together for holidays and weekends and that sort of thing, that really intensified our relationship. And we got to know a lot more about them personally, and they got to know a lot more about us personally. It made it much more intense, much more personal, and much more interesting.
My advice to other grandparents in the same situation would be to just be there. Be there as much as you can. Be supportive, be loving, be understanding, be patient. Because the mom and dad need that desperately. They're so frightened and so unsure themselves that just to have their own mom or dad there, I believe, is very important.
Patrick's parents were amazing. They did anything they could to make it better for us and maintain family and allow us to have breaks. They would come and sit with the kids and just maintain a grandparent relationship with them in the hospital in spite of what was going on. They were there to pick us up when we couldn't pick ourselves up.
Our role as grandparents when Sophia was first diagnosed was to be supportive of Pat and Bridget and to be sort of a liaison with our other children, and also to be caregiver relievers while they were in the hospital, and we could go in and sit and be with Sophia. We also could sit in on the meetings with the doctors that they had and take notes so that we could all share what we heard in the meetings, because sometimes if it was just the mom and dad, they might not hear everything because it's so overwhelming. But as grandparents, we could listen in and help to clarify some of those things.
Something else that I know is a valuable tool for many families are support groups, either online or where you meet in person. Speak to a family who has walked this journey steps ahead of you, and they can share with you, even if they didn't do it how they felt was the right way, they can share that with you, and you can learn from how they would have done it differently.
One of the things that I've learned from where I've been is there needs to be a parent advocate, somebody to help the new parents become acclimated to where they are. Somebody to say, welcome, this is where you are. It's doable, it's shocking, but it's livable and you can do it. And so to participate in this video and be able to say that to somebody else was extremely important, and be able to say that there is a tomorrow and you can get through this.